And it's a crazy windy day down here today at Boynton, but welcome back, crew, to the greatest show on earth, and that is the Miami Boat Ramps channel. I'm your host, Broncos Guru, and today, as we mentioned, we're visiting Boynton, and look at the flag, look at the water. Cap's coming in. Let's see how he does. And he's gonna wind up bouncing off the dock. Gotta be careful, he's gonna wind up smacking into the metal around the piling as well. And they are scratching right along it now. The jet ski's gotta watch out as he's backing up. His girl winds up stepping off the bow, but they're going to have to try and get this one around. She's not going to be able to pull that over. He's going to have to power it around. But man, these windy days down here are absolutely crazy. But there we go. He gets it over, and she's going to go ahead and try walking it up. And they'll be able to get this one set up. But our next crew coming in on approach, same thing. You can tell that wind's still ripping down here. This captain's taking a much more cautious approach as they try and approach the boat ramp to make sure they don't hit the piling like our last crew did. But they don't have much of a choice. He's almost trying to pause, but the wind and current's pushing so hard that it's bringing them in whether they want to go in or not, but there's people fishing on the dock over here. So Cap's going to go ahead and make that attempt. But the tough part's the wind and current, you can kind of tell, is blowing right to left across the screen. Really be much easier to dock on the left-hand side. Now, he's kind of talking to the crew that's fishing off the dock over there. I wonder if he's kind of complaining because he wanted to go to that dock they're fishing off on the other side. So, Cap's going to bring the turn back around. And there was no port side dock for him, which was why he was having to go on the other side. So I'm guessing that's really what it was, is he was yelling at them about fishing over there. So crew's continuing. They're going to try again, another starboard side attempt. And Cap's coming in with the bow, pretty aggressive this time. And this time the fishermen looks like they're going to give him a hand. He goes to grab with the boat hook. It's why one of the best tools on the boat. There we go. He even gets the assist getting that hooked up. And now they've just got to get it tied up and pulled over. Which is easier said than done sometimes on a windy day like this, as this crew has to help him get it over. And here we go, our next crew coming in on approach. Cap's trying to figure out exactly where he wants to go as they bring their attempt in. So, again, port side's ideal, but there's no port side dock open. They're gonna have to go for a starboard side attempt. So Cap's going to turn her in, but he's trying to figure out whether this crew that's on this dock's pulling or launching as well. The ski over on the other side looks like they're leaving. If I was him, I'd back out on this one and switch docks to over there anyway. Which it looks like he may try and do, but he's learning real quick. The wind doesn't want to let him get back over there. So I thought he was going to try and switch over. Instead, he's going to try and bring a line onto this side. But you can just tell, it's like fighting a massive battle to get over there. The wind and current, neither one wants to let you get to that side. His crew, if they had a line in hand, could go for the line toss to try and get around one of the cleats. But nobody's making a move. So, hang on. So Cap's trying to bring it in. We've got somebody, there we go. Somebody goes for the step off. And Cap goes for the reach to get it pulled over, and we've got a line on as well. It's definitely been one of those strange days down here at Boynton. Typically, I'm going to say your average boat ramp with weather conditions like this on a day would be pretty slow. And it's slow down here, but it's slow for Boynton, if that makes any sense. I know that one of the local ramps I use all the time, if it was overcast, wind blowing 20, 25 miles an hour, the offshore conditions are absolutely horrendous, there'd be nobody out there. It'd be just a quiet day. But even here, there's still lots of people trying to get out and get things done. And our crew here, they're trying to be done for the day as they're trying to back this trailer down, but they're kind of struggling. So it looks pretty good right here. And they're turning it back in on the dock. Watch out, you're going to wind up hitting the dock if you get too close. Comes back to try and straighten it out a little bit. But you can see the guy pulling everything's heading over toward the dock. So they're going to pull forward to try and straighten it out a little bit. And I think they believe they're good to go right there. So now the interesting one here is I actually would have pulled this a little further off the dock. When the wind and current is coming that hard off the dock, I want to give the trailer a little room to kind of be able to wiggle a little bit. Not the trailer wiggle, but like where I can release the boat from the dock and then walk it up. But here, when I get it close to the dock, I don't have a ton of room, and I can't really get back if I need to because I'm going to be hitting the dock. But we'll see how this one goes. I don't know if they're going to try and power it on or try and walk it on. On a crazy current day, though, I typically recommend if you can and you got the people, walk it on. It's a little easier. So, again, the fishermen that were kind of blocking the dock you wanted, looks like they're going to give them the hand on trying to get it on. Oh, that almost went in the water right there. Trying to kick the boat off. That was a close one. And here we can see the bow. Just once again, that wind and current's trying to carry everything. Gotta bring that back in back. You can see it's just all over the place as they're trying to get it on the trailer. So, not knocking the method too much because I agree, walking it on a day like this is much easier than trying to drive it on. Probably would have not put the trailer as deep as he's got it though. Let it engage those bunks as early as possible to try and get the right guide up. But at least he's got the assist on the back end where they can kind of hold it steady for him and hopefully it comes up right. And they've tossed the line. That means it's on the bunks and he's rolling up and they should be good to go. And speaking of good to go, we're going to go ahead and get out of here as well. Thanks for watching, crew. Hope you enjoyed this windy day down at Boynton in this episode of Miami Boat Ramps. If you did, please check out our other content. We have Wavy Boats, who does a bunch of great things down at the inlets. My channel, Broncos Guru, does some great comedy boating videos there as well. And of course, we got Boats vs. Haulover, where man and machine take on Mother Nature down at Haulover Inlet. And if you guys haven't already, go ahead and drop an anchor on the subscribe button here.